got you. I got you.
There we go. Yay.
I know. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing, Aaron?
I'm good. I just went to the chiropractor.
So how was the chiropractor?
It was wonderful. It's
Yeah.
like I like whenever I leave, I actually feel like so awakened whenever I leave.
Yep. How often do you go to the chiropractor?
I try to go every week, but it's more like every other week, every third week, somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm. And what do they work on? Just generally loosening you up, or do they?
My back and my neck. I broke my neck before and have had some back issues, with accidents. So just kind of like, they don't know tightness and they're so sharp. Like all your other injuries, kind of like everything goes together with your back. So, he's just a sharp guy. He's little, but he's good.
He's little. He's little. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when they've got your head in their hands and they're just ready to manipulate you. Oh,
yes, I love it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like
good stuff.
Magic.
Yeah, it is like magic. Yeah. So first of all, the main thing I want to talk to you about is this insane schedule that you keep. Like I can't drive an hour without just bugging out of my mind, and that's with someone else driving the vehicle. What kind of, when you're in peak season, how often are you in the car? Like I see it's a 4-hour round trip, right? From Northfield.
It's a 4-hour round trip. Too often. How's that sound? Like in the summertime, it will probably start here in the spring. Either just going from the Ohio Stakes, which will be Miami Valley, and then it'll be Scioto, Meadows, Northfield. I make occasional Pocono trips, Philly trips, Hoosier. Most of it's all driving because there's really not a whole lot to fly, except I do usually fly to Philly. It's just very, very convenient. But there's a lot of red mile trips. So like probably from the late spring till fall, it could be anywhere at any time. Despite my normal schedule, which is the Meadows and Northfield.
Yeah.
My two homes, we'll call it.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Honestly though, how do you keep sane? Seriously. So for example, when you're doing those drives, do you listen to podcasts? Do you listen to music? Like, what do you actually
I watch TV. I watch TV. Like, I know it sounds horrible. I listen to it a lot. Like I got it set up there, my iPad in front of me or whatever. Or I listen to sports a lot, or I like dance, electronic music, I guess. I'm not a country guy. I like some old like alternative rock, or rap. That's what I listen to when I do. Anything that's kind of upbeat, and kind of happy. But I'm not sane. So I don't keep sane. I'm not really sane. My sanity's probably gone out the window, like whatever 10 or 12 years ago when I started doing this double header, and I thought it was cool, like I'm cool, but like the double header's not that cool.
Right. You continue to do it though.
Yeah. Honestly, I've said it before. I absolutely love the people. I love driving horses. I hate driving my car. I absolutely despise it. But it's, one thing over to another. And I've got like an addiction to, winning, I guess, in a way. So that's what I do. It's hard for me to stop. Every single time I have slowed down a little bit the last couple of years. I've cut some starts out, which I'm going to continue to do. Mm-hmm. It's hard to manage it, but like, it's a day here, a couple days here. And like last year I got to, my mom was sick and, and had some other things going on with the family. So I got to take some days off here and there. Not the ideal way to do it, but I got them off, and it's nice to, just to chill.
Right. It probably does it take your body a while to figure out, oh, now I chill. Oh, this is where I chill.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm a horrible sleeper. Like once I'm asleep, I'm in a coma. Like I'm in a straight coma. I cannot get me up. But especially on doubleheader days, my adrenaline's going because you wake up, you got to drive the Meadows, and you race, and you got to drive to Northfield, and you race, and and you're still like kind of like geeked out a little bit,
Yeah.
And I might throw some coffees down my throat, during that time, So like it's hard for me to go to sleep a lot of nights. But once I'm asleep, which is good. But it is tough. But it's like second nature to me anymore. Going to the Meadows and back. Like I said, it's like a second home to me. I've made a lot of great relationships there, and I don't know if you're going to think about the horse business. It's just a big, huge family and fraternity, in my opinion. And it's something that I've really. been blessed to have, you know what I mean? When I'm away from my family, I get to be with another.
Yeah, well, it's great. It's great that you have a fraternity of people at both places that you really enjoy. I mean, I'm sure that's part of what makes it sustainable, right?
Yeah, definitely.
You know,
Like I said, I love the horses and I love the people, you know, and honestly, like I said, it sounds like cliche or corny, but like people count on me, you know, I mean, they do count on me. And when I'm
yeah,
listed or supposed to be there, I've got to be there. So, I mean,
right.
I kind of also take that down. Very rarely do you see me like slacking off and just saying, hey, I'm not coming today. You know, I'm always,
Yeah.
I always try to be that guy with a smile, whether it's fake or not, you know, but I always try to be that guy. Like my dad always says, no one wants to hang around a sourpuss, you know, so, and I agree with him.
Your dad sounds very wise. That's right.
He's very, my father's very wise, very, very wise.
You bring up a good point, though. I mean, I'm that is, you've had a level of success that now you've input all this effort into sustaining it. I'm sure it's really tough to back away from that. Like, I'm sure, just aside from, you also bring up a great point that people actually depend on you. And so you're racking up all of these wins. I'm sure that's tough to just sort of set aside. That would take a lot of effort, concentrated effort, I think, to say, I'm going to choose this over this now.
Yeah, concentrated effort, like, yeah. But I mean, it's hard for me to say it, but like, I have been able to like kind of like say, okay, I don't have to do it, like, you know, which I don't, like, you know what I mean? But like, I'm one of those psychopaths that think like, oh my gosh, if I'm out of there today, I'm not gonna have a drive the next week, you know? So which is probably a little bit ridiculous, but it's taken a lot for me to even change anything, you know? So like I said, I'm trying to do it my way and not just saying, okay, I'm not going here anymore. You know, I'm just taking it like day by day, here to here. And like some people like, oh, why can't you do this? Well, listen, everybody's got different things they like, different things they enjoy, you know, and I mean, I do as well, you know, and like I said, you get into this routine and it's going to be tough to break the routine one day, but I do see it's going to be broken one time.
Yeah. Well, that's, yeah. I mean, you're a relatively young man yet. But I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm like a seasoned veteran though now. Like that's what someone said to me the other day. Like you're like Mark Goldberg, he's a trainer at the Meadows. He's been there a long time, and I'm walking around there. It's Brady Brown and Hunter Myers and Sean Johnston, Jeremy and these kids are in their 20s, you know. And he's like, I would never thought I'd see the day. He's like, he's like, you're the seasoned veteran. You're the vet, you know. Like I'm like, all right, cool, you know. I'm like cool, but not cool, you know. I probably look like younger than him anyway.
Yeah, the day comes for all of us, Aaron. The day comes for all of us where we're the seasoned veterans.
Retired, you know.
Yeah. I mean, so what do you do when you do get some downtime? How do you spend it?
Ideally, well, my son's in college, and he's actually got home today for 2 days. He's got to see him to go back to tomorrow. And my daughter lives in New Jersey, so when applicable for me, I get to go to New Jersey to go see my daughter. Which is not the easiest thing, you know. But children are first. You know, it's hard to say, oh my God, you raise so much, but they are definitely first. I've always made it a point to go home every day, no matter where I was at in the country, just to make sure I either went to bed with my son or woke up with him. His mother's been a phenomenal person in his life and my life and stuff like that. We haven't been together, but you can't beat good people, and she's one of the greatest people I know, and she sure has made it easy. But I like to, I've got friends, a very small core, but I like to golf when I have the opportunity. Go have a couple beers if I have the opportunity. But I'm like, that's another thing. I know I'm older. Like I can't like drink on a race night. Like if I got a race next morning, I'm like, okay, you guys, I'm gonna have a hot tea. I'm gonna be that weirdo, But yeah, I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but like I don't handle it very well.
That's fair. Well, you're driving all the time, so I mean, you can't chance it, right? I mean, that's legit.
No, yeah. It's hard enough like to feel good every day.
Yeah, no doubt. All right. The next segment, truth or trivia. So here's the deal, Aaron. You have the choice between answering truthfully to a question I ask you, or you can answer a trivia question, which I have fashioned just for you.
Awesome. Look at you. You're being so accommodating to me.
Yeah. So it's your choice. I will let you know that previous guests have all selected, so no pressure here, but but your contemporaries have all selected truth.
Okay, I'm gonna do trivia. I'll just do both.
Okay, great. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Right,
the Aaron Merriman way. If you
right.
can
Yeah,
choose
absolutely. I
one,
want
why
it all.
not just do both? That's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start with truth then. So the truth is, I want to know honestly. So how long you been keeping this schedule for? 5, 4, 5, the double
Oh my God.
headers? 5, 6,
Mm.
7 years?
No,
Longer than that?
probably 11 or 12 years
Oh my
going on.
goodness. Okay.
Yeah.
That wasn't the question, by the way. The question is, well, first of all, I want the truth on relatively how many speeding tickets you've racked up over that time.
Okay. Would you like to know in the state of Ohio? Okay, like
Like ballpark.
truth.
Ballpark.
Truth in Ohio, it's over 50.
Okay.
The ones in Pennsylvania are phenomenal because they just give you a failure to obey speed limit signs because like I'm not a resident, so I've gotten a lot of those. Yeah, they're very cool about it. It's $142.50. It hasn't changed like in 15 years or 10 years. I've gotten well over 50 speeding tickets. I've had my license suspended a couple times. It's not fun, but let's say this though, everybody, they think I'm some crazy speeder. I have no excessive speeding tickets, like where it's 20 miles an hour and over. I've got none of those. I just have an excessive number of speeding tickets.
Okay. So it's really just, I mean, that's just comes with the job, right? If you're driving that amount, you're going to get them. What is the best, you're a bit of a performer. So have you ever put on a performance to get out of a speeding ticket? And if so, what would the most entertaining one be?
Oh, usually, a couple female cops. I always feel like I don't say I'm charming, but I've attempted that. And like I was like, oh, I see you don't have it. Like I try to always keep it like small talk. You know what I mean? Like I'm always very, very respectful, sir, ma'am, or whatever. Oh my gosh, if I don't race here this day, I'm gonna lose my house. Just like a little bit theatric sometimes if the guy's mean. But for the most part, I don't really get out of that many. It's absolutely ridiculous. I've got like 80 and a 70 a couple times by an airplane cop, and then they radio on out of the little thing. Yes, and you don't get out of those. Like that's so. Just a couple of the female cops I've tried to like maybe excessively flirt.
Yeah.
And tried. I was like, all right.
How'd that work?
It has worked a little bit. Yeah. I've gotten out of a couple. I've not gotten a ticket every single time, so I have gotten out of a couple because they laugh. Maybe they're laughing at me, which I'm fine with.
Whatever. Got you out of the ticket. All right.
Yes, cool. Absolutely.
Cool. Well, I very much appreciate your frankness on that front. Let's do the trivia question since you've so graciously agreed to do both. So this is not a harness racing trivia question because I don't think I could possibly stump you with one of those.
You would be surprised. You probably could stump me.
Okay. Well,
I don't even know about myself.
Okay.
We keeping this PG or PG-13?
No,
is this soap opera stuff? All right.
PG.
Right.
Okay, so you were a Krispy Kreme counter boy, is that correct?
Yes, I was.
Yeah. So how long did you do that gig for?
A little over a year.
Oh, that's a pretty long time for Krispy Kreme.
Yes.
Nice. Was that in Ohio? That was in Ohio.
Yes, it was in Ohio. It was right in the heart of downtown Akron. My great uncle actually owned the franchise.
Oh, nice. So I assume this was probably sort of at the point where Krispy Kreme was having that sort of resurgence. Is that?
Yes, very much so. Okay. The hot donut light was on. And they were at that time. There was probably, I'm gonna say I think he owned 8 to 10 around the area, probably within a 30-mile radius.
Oh wow!
So you'd have the same guys coming every day for coffee. Just things like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Turn the hot glazed donut on. The light on, and there they go. Everybody comes in.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, this is a Krispy Kreme trivia question.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay. And I assume maybe you're a fan of The Simpsons. Is that
a
good assumption?
Yes.
Okay. So that's
you're
just
showing my age, which is fine.
The Simpsons is ageless. I mean, everybody appreciates
and so am I.
Yeah.
I'm like Tuck Everlasting, I've never done.
Right. Okay, so my question for you is, so in 2018, Australia released the Krispy Kreme Australia released the Simpsons donut. Get it?
Yeah.
So it was it was a Simpsons donut. Okay. Are you familiar with this, or are you hearing about this for the first time?
I'm hearing about it for the first time, but I'm going to give you an educated guess.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I need you to tell me. So it was a glazed donut dipped in strawberry flavored white chocolate truffle icing. Ooh. And then so if you can visualize that in your mind, like you're basically trying to visualize Homer's donut that you see in all the episodes, right?
Yes.
So
yes, absolutely.
My question for you is: was this Simpsons donut topped with, pay attention, rainbow sprinkles, white sprinkles, blue sprinkles, or no sprinkles?
Blue.
Final answer?
I don't like the way you gave me that look, because I think I'm trying to think, because I remember it was like on top of that. I'm gonna go with blue.
Yeah, blue. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I just beat the winningest driver in harness racing several years in a row.
Oh my God.
What would your second choice have been? You're gonna get it the second time. Yeah.
Rainbow. Yeah. I remember like getting green. I was thinking of that rainbow was second, so that's good.
Yeah. That's all right.
First loser again.
There
goes my ego. There goes the ego that I don't even have.
You'll have to go drive at 4 racetracks tomorrow to make up for that.
Right. Just to be able to because this here has crushed me. It's crushed me. If I don't want to race tonight, it's because of you, because I'm so beaten. I'm mentally beaten.
All right. Well, I'll get over it. It's okay.
I'm gonna think I will too. Like I said, I think I've made the biggest transition of a human being from being like pouty, throw helmet to like, okay, ho hum. So like I'm so proud of myself.
Yeah. What are you being for real, or?
Yeah, I'm being for real. Like it's like actually like this is like I was in a real bad accident in 2010, and that kind of like really changed my outlook on a lot. You know what I mean? Like you lose and you get a favorite beat or something like that, and then I'm always like everything's me. I'm like very, very self-critical. So like so I'm like over that stage. Yes, you can only do the best you can, no matter who you are.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, a lot of that must just be adrenaline and being displeased with yourself and not necessarily displeased with anyone else. I'm not excusing it. I mean, we should all aspire to not throw our helmets across the room at the wall.
Yeah, well, it was more like programs. I don't think I was going to ever do anything. I think we'd have to stack our like simulcast programs.
Yeah,
I'd go in there, I'd just be sitting there, and then out of the blue, I'd freak out, like just throw them, whatever. Then people like, you're going to throw, so we're all going to get paper cuts or something, So I had to stop doing that because those hurt. So I kind of stopped doing that. But and then I got a nice lecture one time from a fellow driver. He says, "You do us, and you do good, and blah blah blah." He's like, "And you act like that, and just think of the people that don't do any good and stuff like that." So I mean, like you said, everything's relevant, and we all have to mature in different ways. And it was time for me to mature.
Yes, good for you. Good for you. Well, I'm glad to see you didn't throw any programs around at the Homer Simpson donut question. That would
no, I didn't. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do when I'm off the phone or whatever. But right now, I'm a good front.
Okay, that's good. Aaron, thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
It was a great conversation. I really appreciate you taking time. I know you're busy, and especially since your kid's here today, I appreciate it very much.
Oh, he's going to make me take him to lunch. I think he brought laundry for me, so I do got to get a little laundry. That's the greatest thing. I was like, okay, like the first time he come back, whatever, and he's got like these baskets or for Christmas break or whatever. I'm thinking to myself, I couldn't wait to text his mom. I said, well, where he brought his laundry. And she's like, what do you mean he didn't do it? I said, well, you brought it here because she makes him do it, but Dad does his. Because I actually have all this extra time. So Dad will do it. Don't worry. No problem. And then because if you don't do it, you don't fold and stuff, he's one of those kids that just goes to the dryer and then just takes what he wants out of the dryer and leaves everything else in there. You know what I mean? Or he'll take one thing out of the washer that he wants to wear and he'll dry that. That's it. I was like, my man, all right.
He's efficient.
Yeah, very efficient, right? He's like, I just want to keep it. I want to keep it fresh down there. I want to keep it fresh. I mean, he's tough on me. No, I'm just kidding. I love him to death. Love him to death.
Oh, that's good. Well, enjoy your Saturday, and thanks again.
Too.
Really appreciate it. Take care.
You too. Bye.
Okay, bye.